Hi everybody, it's Mena. Welcome back to my channel, or if this is the very first video that you're seeing of me, then welcome to my channel. Please be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while. And today in this video, I'm going to talk about my top 10 disappointing movies. Now, just a quick heads up, this video is probably not going to be uploaded till later. I'm making it now because I don't have internet right now because we just unplugged my internet. So I have to wait till my internet gets plugged back in to upload. So anyway, so I apologize if this video is not uploaded right after I make it, because normally I upload right after I make the video, but because I don't have internet right now, I can't do that. So I'm just going to make the video quickly for you guys. And so today, again, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 disappointing movies that I've seen. So these are the movies that I was really excited to see, but I wasn't too thrilled about them after I saw them, so I hope that makes sense. And they just weren't really my cup of tea. And just a disclaimer, if you guys like these movies and you enjoyed them, good for you. I personally just didn't think they were worth watching or worth the money I paid for to see them. So I'm going to get started. So number one on my list had to be the live action Lion King. So I love the Lion King. Most of you guys know, if you watch my channel, you know that I love the Lion King. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of all time, and I used to watch it all the time with my sister Tessa, and I was very excited to see the new Lion King because I saw the trailer for it and this and that and yada yada yada, and I was so excited to go and see it. But sadly, after I saw it, I was slightly disappointed because my point, even though I thought the story in the movie was good, and even though I thought the story and the characters were great, I was just super disappointed with the songs because they didn't add the full songs in the movie like they had in the original Lion King, and I felt like it was pretty much rushed through and stuff. And I understand because they shortened the songs because it was a 2-hour movie, but I still think it was too rushed because of the songs and stuff. But other than that, the animals were just really cute, and I just felt like that the movie, they just didn't put an effort into putting it together good. Number 2 on my list had to be The Fox and the Hound. Now, Hound 2. Now, a lot of you guys know, if you watch my channel, you know that I love The Fox and the Hound. It's one of my favorite Disney movies of my childhood. And funny story, as a kid, I was hoping they would make a sequel to The Fox and the Hound. And what I was expecting from The Fox and the Hound 2 was how Todd grew up and started a family with Vixie, who is his love interest or mate. And probably would have been his mate in the second film if they made a sequel good, and they had like a little fox and stuff like that, and that's how I was expecting it. But then when I heard they were making a Fox and the Hound 2, I was so excited because I was thinking about how they should make a Fox and the Hound 2 because I love the Fox and the Hound. But when I saw the Fox and the Hound 2, I was actually super disappointed with this film because they just went back to the childhood, and they didn't show what happens after the film. They showed like what happened between when Copper and Todd were puppies, which again, some people probably don't mind that. I personally kind of mind that because I think it's kind of boring to see them in their childhood. I thought it would be better to see that their lives would be like after the first movie, and that's what I was expecting. But I really just did not enjoy the movie or the plot, but the characters were cute. I was just super disappointed with the plot. Number 3 on my list had to be Bambi 2. Now, a lot of you guys know, if you watch my channel, you know that I also love Bambi. This is another one of my favorite Disney movies, and when I heard they were making a Bambi 2, I was so excited because in the original film at the end, sorry if I spoil it for those who haven't seen it, I'm sure everybody's seen Bambi, but anyway, so I was so excited, because then if you guys know at the end of Bambi, I apologize if I spoil it for those who haven't seen it, that Bambi and Feline have 2 fawns. I don't remember what their names are, because they have it on the Disney Wikipedia if you check that out. I don't remember for their 2 fawns' names, but they were super cute and stuff, and I was hoping that they have a sequel with Bambi and Feline teaching the children about the forest, like Bambi was taught by his father and his mother when he was a little fawn, and I was hoping they would spend time together. But sadly, it ended up going back to the childhood again of Bambi, and I honestly and I do understand that they want to show you guys Bambi's life way before he became the prince of Prince of the Forest and grew up. But I wish they would just probably stick with how he was an adult and stuff. Because like I don't really enjoy the childhood part of the of going back to the past in the sequel. Yeah, I wasn't too thrilled about that. Number 4 on my list should have to be Scooby-Doo. Now, a lot of you guys know, if you watch my channel, you know that I love the show Scooby-Doo. It's one of my favorite cartoons of all time of my childhood. And I was super disappointed with this film because the plot-wise, and I didn't think it was as funny, to be fairly honest. I thought it was kind of boring. Number 5 on my list would have to be the Avengers. Now, a lot of you... Now, I'm not going to say a lot of you guys know. I'm sorry, I was about to say that, but I'm not going to keep saying that because I feel like it's getting annoying. Anyway, so, so the Avengers, I was so excited to see this one because I heard a lot of people say it was a really great movie and stuff. But then I went and saw it at the drive-in with my mom and some friends, and my brother and sister, and my sister's friend too, and we went and saw the movie. And as we're watching the movie, like in the middle of the film, half the people at the drive-in leave, and there were only like 2 cars there after we left, and they left right in the middle, like halfway through the film when it was barely even over. So I guess it was that bad, and I thought it was really weird because I thought it would be a good film, but it actually ended up not being a good film, which I was slightly disappointed because so many people were talking about how great it was. Number 6 on my list would have to be The Boss Baby. Now, to be honest, I wasn't really interested in seeing this movie because I thought the plot looked super weird, and it was kind of like stupid too. No offense, if you guys are parents and you like this film, that's totally fine. I was watching it one day with my mom and her students, and she just put it on for the kids and stuff, and I really just didn't really enjoy the film because I didn't really like the plot. It's like a stupid jealousy plot, I feel like, between babies and puppies. And I just thought it was like one of the most boring plots I've ever seen, in my opinion. I mean, I like kids movies, don't get me wrong, but I like kids movies that have good plots. This plot, in my opinion, I thought was just so stupid because it was like a stupid jealousy thing. I don't know, because I think it was showing the jealousy between a kid and their newborn sibling, which I completely understand because there's kids that kind of feel left out when their when their baby siblings are getting so much attention. But this was like a stupid jealousy thing. They think between between an older brother and his little brother, and it was like kind of like a fight for affection of the parents. Which I thought was really stupid. Number 7 on my list would have to be Captain Underpants. Now, I went and saw Captain Underpants with my brother and his girlfriend, and I thought I was going to like it because and the reason why I wanted to see it with my brother, because my brother used to love Captain Underpants when he was a kid. He's read a few of the books and stuff. Like, he used to read some of the books when he was a kid, and he loved it, and I thought it would be a fun movie to go and see with him and his girlfriend and stuff. And to be fairly honest, I didn't really enjoy the movie and stuff. And I saw, I was actually going to go see it, was put down to go see it with some friends at my program from Graham. For those who don't know, I go to a program with Graham and stuff. Graham, and it's usually Monday through Friday, but because of the pandemic, it's canceled right now. So anyway, sorry about that. That was off topic. So, yeah, so I was supposed to go see it with some friends at program, and I didn't want to go because I thought the Captain Underpants movie was weird and kind of dumb, and I didn't really think it was as funny as a lot of people say like the books are. I only read like one book, and I really laughed at it, and I thought it was really funny, but the movie in general, I just did not really enjoy it because I didn't think it was as funny as the first book was. I only just read one book again, and it just wasn't really my cup of tea. So I switched out with one of my friends so she could go, and she really enjoyed it. Number 8 on my list would have to be The Book of Life. Now, this is another movie that I was pretty disappointed with because it was, even though it was a musical film and I'm a big fan of musicals, a lot of you guys know, I felt like they just were too lazy and took songs from other artists instead of making up their own songs for their movie. That's one thing I love for musicals is how they write their own songs for movies instead of taking other artists' songs and just singing in them. I feel like that's just lazy. Lazy in my opinion. I really just did not enjoy that from the film. But other than that, I liked the movie, but I just did not enjoy the fact that they took songs from other artists and put it in the film. Number 8 on my list, that was number 8, excuse me. Number 9 on my list had to be Sinbad, The Legend of the Seven Seas. Now, the reason why I did not enjoy this movie because of the plot, and it just didn't look like an interesting movie from when I saw the trailers and stuff, and I just didn't really enjoy the plot or the way the movie was put. It just wasn't really a movie that I would have been interested. I was interested in, and because I just didn't like the plot. And I thought it was just a weird movie. Number 10 on my list, it had to be Like Mike. Now, the reason I wasn't a huge fan of this movie is just like the plot, and don't get me wrong, I normally do like a lot of sports movies. I love sports movies and I love watching them. I just didn't really like the story or the plot. I don't know why. It just wasn't really my cup of tea or something that I really enjoyed. Okay, and I just think the plot was just pretty weak in my opinion. Okay, so those are my top 10 most disappointing movies. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every single day of the week for a while, and I apologize this video is so long. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I post every day of the week for a while, and I'll see you in another video soon. Bye!